The lantern keeper lifts the lit lamp with both hands, moving slowly across the room to the nearest arched window. The hinges creak faintly as the shutter swings open. A gust of salt-tinged air floats in, and with it, the distant cry of gulls bedding down for the night. A comforting beam stretches out across the Guide through the quiet dark below. The waves kiss the rock with their never-ending hush. She, like the softest lullaby, timed perfectly with your breath. The light from the lantern spills into the fog, brushing it with golden softness. Inhale, and feel the sea mist brushing your cheeks. Exhale, and feel the weight of the day melt away. The keeper pauses, watching the horizon. There are no ships in sight just yet, but one always comes eventually. Some are great merchant vessels, their sails heavy with distance. Its brass frame is tarnished, but well cared for, polished, where hands have touched it over the years. The keeper lifts it down, checks the wick, and with the same careful rhythm, strikes the flint once more. Not because anyone asks him to, but because it must be done. Quiet devotion, quiet purpose, familiar. Like the voice of the sea itself, keeping watch with the keeper. Others are quiet fishing boats, eager to return home before dawn. All depend on this small, steady light. Those who've tended this flame since the time of medieval lighthouses, when men burned coal and polished mirrors with velvet claws, monks tending fire baskets on rooftops, sailors leaning over ship rails, scanning the dark four signs of land, and the joy of seeing even a small light flicker through the haze. This tower, too, once held such a mirror long since removed, though the mounting ring still lingers, embedded in the wall like a memory. The soft drip of oil being topped up, the flame flutters briefly, but then steadies again. And so do you. Your breath even slower, as though your spirit, too, is keeping watch in this quiet tower. Imagine wrapping yourself in a woolen shawl, soft and warm. You can hear the gentle crackle of the flames, the whisper of the wind at the windows, the rhythmic pulse of the lanterns glowing. You don't need to do anything. Be here. Just rest. He opens the iron door and adds another piece of driftwood. The wood hisses faintly, then crackles, releasing a faint scent of brine and resin. It smells of the sea and forest all at once, earth and salt, flame and memory. And so, each night, the keeper climbs to the top of the watchtower and lights the lanterns. And you are safe, gently held between land and sky. But the lanterns cut through it all. One golden and low, the other brighter and high. Together, they create a path of calm across the black water. He turns back inside. You can hear the warm pop of the lantern glass heating gently. A low wind moans around the stone of the tower, like an old voice singing from the cliffs. It's not eerie, it's ancient. Sometimes he drifts off in that very chair, lulled by the fire and the foghorns far away. But always, he wakes, always. The lanterns stay lit. It flickers across old maps, tacked to the walls, maps, stained with oil and time, with curling corners and hand-inked notes. They show sea routes, whirlpools, sandbars hidden beneath calm tides. The keeper knows them all by heart. Now he crosses to the second lantern. This one hangs from an old iron hook embedded in the wall. The cushion is worn but plush, stitched by hands long ago. His boots rest on the stone, ankles crossed, as he gazes out the window. No need for words, just presence, just peace. CSZZZ. The spark flies, and a second light is born. This one is lower, more golden in tone. He is the last in a long line of watchmen. Imagine what it might have been like in those early days. Let that image rest gently in your mind. A beacon, constant, unwavering. You might find, now, that your body feels even heavier. Outside, the fog thickens. It rolls in waves, drifting up the cliffs in long, ghostly arms. The keeper walks to the hearth set into the far wall. Sit here with him, beside the fire. This tower is timeless. You are timeless within it. Now the keeper settles into his old rocking chair. It creaks slightly beneath his weight, and there's a story in his stillness. A life of tending the light. Sometimes, when storms howl across the water, he stays awake all night. There is comfort in that constancy, in knowing the light is there. Even if you can't see it, take another breath now, long and slow, and imagine the flame within you, flickering, steady, warm, unshakable. The sea continues its lullaby. Far below, the cliffs cradle the tower like a mother rocking her child. This night, like so many others, the lanterns shine, and the keeper watches.